my darlings, it's Zyros and Madam Tilly, and these are my boobs. This is my friend Umbro, who gets to hear me do the intro every time. And welcome to the Waifu Tavern. Today we're going to be reacting to some Death Battle. My second Death Battle reaction. Last time it was the White Lantern versus the Simon the Digger from Gurren Lagann. This time, this was going to be a pretty interesting one, because I like both these characters. Let's see, we have Spider-Man, I think the Miles Morales version, versus Deku. Let's see, so, I grew up watching and playing Spider-Man, and Miles has definitely been growing on me in the past few years. Oh, hey, kitty. Here's still my
Yeah, it does look like the Miles Morales version, and this is actually the first time I've ever watched Death Battle, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes.
Nice. Yeah, I only seen a few episodes myself throughout the years, because it's like, someone always has to lose, so it always sucks when your pick, dies. But
I've never watched My Hero, so Spider-Man is obviously going to be my choice.
yeah, me and my cousin just finished recently binging all of My Hero. Haven't seen that Vigilante spinoff yet, but we watched all the movies, and so we're caught up. But yeah,
I didn't even know there was a spinoff.
yeah, it's called Vigilantes, which is like a little prequel spinoff. It steers a little more towards comedy, from what I can tell so far. I love you, Shiba. After recording, I'll give you the foodstuffs. Here, I'll give you a chicken finger. Okay.
The animals saw the other pets stealing food in the last
Exactly.
video.
Yeah, she's my wall cat, because there actually is this cat. She lives in the walls. With a possum. Okay, I was gonna say, oh yeah, so we just got through watching My Hero, and I gotta give the edge to Deku, just because essentially he gets a lot of additional powers in the later seasons, and so he's like he gets kind of overpowered. Whereas using Miles Morales Spider-Man with the who's got a in addition to everything Spider-Man has, but now he also has electricity and invisibility, which I argue is like makes Spider-Man a little OP. But I think Deku, has definitely got the edge here, because he can do some damage with the right conditions. Okay, so
I mean, yeah, and anime kind of does get fucking crazy with power scaling.
oh
So I
yeah,
wouldn't be surprised.
because I'm not too big fan of isekais, are not necessarily isekai, but like the video game where like they're constantly like leveling up stats, like it's like the metagamey ones,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I couldn't even get into like reincarnate as a slime, because third episode in, the guy already like consumes a dragon. It's like, what the fuck. But I'm gonna hit play, then feed this cat, and I'll be right back, y'all. But yeah, y'all place your bets in the comments, and let me know what battles you want me to react to. Here we go.
Miles Morales versus Izuku Midoriya.
Spider-Man versus Deku. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Why is Larry the cable guy here?
All right, let's take this from the top again. This is Peter Parker. He was bitten by a radioactive spider, and for who knows how long, he's been the one and only Spider-Man.
A friendly neighbor to all of New York City. In a universe filled with super soldiers, hulking green Goliaths, and world-shattering
gods have
gods,
been appeased.
Spider-Man is there to look out for the little guy.
Spider-Man!
Multiverse
I'm more of a Venom
of
fan, though.
infinite possibilities that doesn't always last forever. Like in Universe 1610, when NYC's Webhead got iced on the job.
The city was left without its protector. But fortunately, Peter wasn't the only one who got bit. Enter Miles Morales, a young teen from Brooklyn just trying to figure out his place in the world. And now, he had it thrust upon him.
The canon event to start all canon events.
Say the
Now
new
it was
movie's coming
Miles'
pretty
turn
soon.
To be the hero the Big Apple needed,
Like Naruto,
and he had all
DBZ,
the usual
JoJo's, and
spider
Gwen.
kit to help him out.
This spider carried
That
the
tracks.
Oz formula.
Never watched
a
Johto.
enhancing serum that granted Miles superhuman strength, speed, and the ability to alter his body's electron attraction to crawl along any surface.
And you can't forget that classic
Okay, so
Oh,
says,
okay,
an
that's why
internal
it's
warning
electric.
system
So
that
it's
lets
not
Miles
spider
know about
sticky
incoming threats
hairs
so he
that
can
Peter
react
gets.
ahead of time.
He
even
has
got an
to
upgrade
like
that acts like
like
a
Select
radar,
Tilly.
letting him see through stuff.
But no spider person is complete without their web shooter.
That definitely does also explain why, when he first gets his powers, he has a whole bunch of stuff sticking to him.
Grabbing, restraining, projectiling, and being made into constructs.
Not having Peter around to show him the ropes made things a lot tougher, though. And between mishaps with wall crawling and web slinging, Miles got off to a rocky start.
Like any typical teenager, he had a lot of self-doubt. Could he keep up in school? What was the right way to talk to girls?
And how could he live up to being
explain what's
Spider-Man
right way to
when
talk
one
to
of the
girls.
villains he had to face turned out to be his very own uncle? Makes family dinner so awkward. All that trying to kill you stuff.
Fortunately, Miles had a leg up on every other superhero known to man.
Living parents. Better
Holy
yet,
shit,
loving
that's so
parents.
rare.
They supported him when things got tough, even if they didn't always see eye to eye. And thanks to them, he learned
That
the
is kind of
best way
refreshing,
to be
actually.
Spider-Man wasn't to do it like Peter, but to do it his own way.
And it helped that this particular spider had a bit more to its bite.
Which is
than
why
Peter's.
some purists
Miles
like
has a
like to
variety
argue
of
that
unique
it should only be
powers,
Peter.
like invisibility and venom.
It's-
Not like Tom Hardy, though it is weird to give your main power the same name as one of your bad guys. Come on, Spidey, branding is important.
Miles can harness his own bioelectric energy and
I need to play that
weaponize
game.
it, which is especially effective against individuals with genetic mutations.
Punching,
Marvel Spider-Man?
absorbing,
Yeah, I wanna play that
blasting,
one.
mega blasting. Hell, he can even make electric constructs out of this stuff, like biowebbing and a damn sword. Jeez, what kind of spider
So
was
he's
this?
kind of like
It's
the
not
cross
entirely
between
science
Spider-Man
fiction.
and
Studies have
Static
shown that
Shock?
certain species of spiders,
Yeah,
such as
kinda.
the Linophiidae, have a
We miss you,
process known
Static.
as ballooning. By spinning a thread of their silk, they can use the Earth's natural electric fields to fly, traveling up to hundreds of miles.
So that's how they leap at your
No pun
face.
intended.
Well, whatever kind of bite it was, it gave Miles the edge he needed to find his worth as Spider-Man.
Miles can dodge gunshots, missiles,
What
and
up,
lightning
danger?
bolts. He survived all sorts of beatings, including a building exploding on top of him.
Oh, geez, Spidey could lift buildings and dodge light speed attacks, and Miles is more than a match for him.
Like the time he absorbed the energy of a bomb that was going to vaporize Harlem. A blast that would have equaled 15 million tons of TNT.
He's gotten kudos from a ton of older heroes, too, becoming a member of the New Ultimates and the Avengers. He
Good
even
for him.
helped form
This
the
is a
Champions,
very long
a
discussion
team
of his
teenage
powers.
superheroes with the likes of Miss Marvel and Ironheart.
The king of Wakanda.
Oh yeah, that's usually like how these videos go. It's like 75% like character breakdowns, and then like the 25% battle. I guess the animation should be expensive.
I mean, I get it. Battles do move pretty fast.
Oh yeah, like a
But
real
yeah,
life fight's
I'm
like less than a
nowhere
minute.
near. I'm nowhere near deep enough in the lore to know all this different stuff. I'm probably gonna get some big My Hero spoilers,
Yeah.
but it's fine.
Oh yeah, seriously. But like, yeah, cause I kind of prefer to play the games. I stopped reading the comics since like 2000s. But yeah, it's also a nice looking Black Panther.
Wakanda himself even suited him up with some Wakandan vibranium.
The same stuff as
Damn.
T'Challa's own suit. This super rare and tough metal can absorb kinetic energy and vibrational impacts.
It helps to regulate Miles's venom powers too, allowing him to better control his electrical
So they're
output.
giving him all the good shit at
Vibranium
once.
is
Okay.
thinner to better fit his acrobatic fighting style, but it can still shake off
What about my
most
stripper
fatal
outfit?
attacks like they're nothing. This stuff is tough enough that Deadpool's swords have shattered against it.
Though it's not as durable as, say, Captain America's shield, and enough kinetic energy will overload it.
Don't be near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City. That's twice now. Does any other city have to deal with this stuff?
But when vibranium
Poor
and
New York.
spider powers still aren't enough, Miles can push his electrical output into
Nothing happens in
overdrive.
Wyoming.
Giving him huge boosts in strength and speed, and making him a whole lot zappier. It's your classic shonen power-up, and he knows it too.
Damn.
He's a bit of a weeb, and has a thing for mimicking some favorites.
Despite his initial insecurities, Miles has more than managed to live up to his predecessor.
What's wrong with, like,
no
the
longer
anime?
standing in the shadow, but side by side.
Literally, his universe got blown up, and he was sent to the main 616 timeline, along with his family. and now it's him and Peter as a pair of Spider Bros.
He's even become
That's
one of the
fucked
big
up.
players of the Spider-Verse, teaming up with all sorts of other Spider variants to defend the multiverse.
So I hear Nick Cage is getting his own
There's
Spider-Man
anime
movie.
Spider people, robot Spider people, dinosaur Spider people, Spider people,
Huh.
a whole lot of them, each with their own way of getting the job done. Miles even led him into battle against the Inheritors, a bunch of
You know, there's so many Spider-Man variations that actually might be a good video idea just to look at all versions of Spider-Man.
interdimensional vampire assholes.
This is what Stan Lee
Oh, I
was
saw an Aunt May
proudest
spider.
of in his favorite superhero. Regardless of who they were, any sort of person could wear the mask and do the right thing. For so long as we stay true to ourselves and help others in our own unique ways,
It's a
then
mantle.
anyone can be a hero.
Spider-Gwen!
But what is a hero? To the citizens of Japan, there was no one more synonymous with the word than their symbol of peace.
All Might, the big numero uno, with a smile on his
AKA
face.
the
He could
Superman
save anyone
stand-in.
and win any fight,
Fuck, love
no
All Might.
matter what.
Or so it seemed. After a battle with his arch nemesis All for One, All
So
Might
show.
was grievously injured. His time as a beacon of hope was coming to an end, and he would need to find someone to pass on the torch.
In this world,
He had a
most
good run,
human
though.
beings evolved to have their own individual superpowers, or quirks, but not everyone is lucky enough to get one. Like this kid
Oh yeah, both
named
his characters have their own
Izuku
cheeky little
Midoriya,
flavor.
or as local bully Bakugo like to call him, the good-for-nothing Deku.
Izuku wanted to save people just like All Might, but even his idol told him that he would have to give up on his dreams.
Forever the beta male in the shadow of Bakugo and his Sigma quirk, until he got the chance to alpha up and lend
What's
his
Cashew
rival
done?
a helping hand, proving himself worthy of All Might's torch.
And so, after months of training, Izuku was granted All Might's quirk, One for All. This power allows him to boost his strength to incredible heights, using it for smashing attacks named after specific US locales, and a soccer club.
Or football, as they call it.
Straight punches, spikes, even finger flicks, One for All is the ultimate in strength enhancing
I mean, I
quirks.
get why
The
it works
first time
for
he
like
used it,
action and
Izuku
battles,
destroyed
but
this giant robot in
superhero
a
video
single
really
blow
does like
on
having
accident.
strength
Too
as
bad
like
it
de
wasn't the
facto
only thing he destroyed, though.
protag
Damn, that
power.
looks like it hurts.
One for All's power was so great that the recoil would shatter Izuku's limbs when he used it. In the hands of an improper vessel, One for All could cause their body to explode, so Izuku would need to continuously train to master it at his Hero Academia.
Say that again.
UA High.
Here he'd be inspired by girly pop Uraraka to turn
Yeah,
his
suck it,
zero name
Hogwarts.
into his hero name, becoming the Deku who always does his best.
Something that he may have taken too far.
When it came to saving people, Do Your Best here had a bad habit of putting others way before himself. Sure, everyone else was okay, but he'd be good for nothing all over again if he got himself paralyzed.
So to cut down on his hospital bill,
He got the good
developed
healthcare.
Full cowling. Instead of using his quirk in short bursts, he would continuously spread the energy across his body at low percentages, using it for acrobatics inspired by Bakugo's explosive movements.
And with that new
Okay.
thinking came a new fighting style, shoot style. To use a stronger limb that'd be less likely to break, Deku took a page from Nerd Emoji Ida's book and switched to focusing on kicks to pack in more of a punch. Yeah.
And that power would be needed. After a climactic battle with All for One, All Might would be forced into retirement, just a few months into Deku's training. Now it was his turn to face this demon lord.
But he didn't have to do it alone. Just as All Might had passed One for All onto Deku, it had been passed onto All Might by his master, and onto her by her master. One for All was a
Yeah, this is when his
power
powers
that was
become
built
bullshit.
upon for generations.
The quirks of the previous users of One for All manifested in Deku, along with their spirits, or vestiges, to help him in his battle against All for One.
Black
voices in his
What
head.
armor turned him into the Avatar?
Restrain foes.
Yeah,
He
basically.
can also brace his arms and manually control his muscles if he can't move.
Float allows him to soar high into the sky. By combining it with controlled blasts of pressurized air, he can effectively fly.
Danger Sense detects incoming threats and unease,
we
letting
got
Deku
Spider-Man's power.
react in advance. Though it's mostly like an alarm bell and doesn't tell him specifics like location or number of threats. Familiar?
Smokescreen lets him create a smokescreen, but he can use.
Well,
it
I know
at full
Pokemon
blast
that
to
can do
create
that.
A bigger smokescreen.
That's swell and all, but the real meat is in Fajin. After building up kinetic energy within his body, Deku can unleash it for bursts of strength and speed.
Okay, I
He's
may
combined
need
it
to
with
actually
Black
watch
Whip
the
to
show.
create the powerful Black
Oh, it's really
Chain
good.
binding attack, and can use it in conjunction with
I
full
mean,
cowling to achieve full
Obviously,
100%.
it's gonna be pretty good
Yeah.
with like it being so popular, but just like the exploration of like, okay, what are these unique powers and how can we use them?
Yeah, like
It's part of why I really like the superhero genre.
yeah, like I tend to avoid like the what you call it mainstream stuff for whatever reason. Like I've still yet to watch Naruto, but and it's funny too. Like we were like halfway watching through Hero. Like oh, okay. So I guess I'm not the biggest fan of like training arcs because I just want to get to, like the main drama. But they're like, oh wait, the show's called Academia. The whole damn thing's a training arc.
Yeah.
Equaling All Might's full level of power without any recoil.
He once used it to outspeed a bullet shot by Lady Nagant, a former hero turned villain who has a sniper rifle for an arm. I think I'm in love.
That's so
Nagant's bullet
classic
once
anime.
crossed a distance of around 215 kilometers within a fraction of a second. That's 6,700 times faster than sound. And Deku was moving so fast, the bullet seemed like it was standing still.
And he can go even faster than that with his final quirk, Gear Shift.
By touching a target, he can control its speed without abiding by the laws of inertia. He can slow down foes to leave them frozen in the air, or move so fast he can punch multiple times in an instant.
Even All For One's own protege Shigaraki couldn't track him, and this is a dude who can catch light speed laser beams.
It does have a time limit though. After 5 minutes of continuous use, Deku's body will catch up to his speed, suffocating him as his cells become unable to take in oxygen.
Not nearly as bad as One For All was suffocating him though. He's been
Hit you
doing
really
all
hard.
This shit in just the 10th grade. I hadn't even figured out.
Now
you could
that I
breathe through
can
your nose at
respect,
that
just
point.
like
The pressure of having to
okay,
save his
wielding all this
friends, the
stuff.
country, the
I'm
entire
still a mortal
world
being.
weighed
This is a
on
bit
Deku,
too much for me.
So he
I
left
like
the
that.
way to fight this war alone.
But alone was never where Deku fought best. Having come from nothing, his admiration for his peers gave him
Ah, the
strength,
anti-hero
just
arc.
as they admired his strength and desire to help others. Even Bakugo came around to him.
So when it came time to finally put that demon lord back in hell, his classmates, teachers, mom, friends, enemy, and everyone else supported and cheered him on. Because that was the greatest
It
threat
is
to
pretty
All For
epic
One's
when
reign
everyone shows
all
up for the
along.
final
Not All
showdown.
Might.
Yeah, yeah, it does get like when they do call it climax, it's great. Like there's like one season that's just all one big fight. Yeah, because it's like there's just so many characters and side characters, so they're having like side battles and shit. But it's like I always find with Deku just having the All Might power, because he can just make it his own still, and then he's like he gets so many of these other powers, it kind of just makes like some other side characters like obsolete. Like there's one girl who her stick is like floating or making other things float, but now that he floats, so it's like why have her around? Yeah. But
Yeah.
Not Deku, not even One For All itself. Just people helping each other out. And with their
The
help,
power of
Deku defeated
friendship.
All For One once and for all, blowing a hole in this huge storm and parting the skies for a brighter future.
Though he did lose his quirk and have to retire from hero work, getting a regular 9 to 5 as a teacher, passing on his knowledge to the next generation, just like every user of One For All before him.
Some might say he peaked in high school. If not for the sick new armor he eventually got to go back to kicking butt. He even made it all the way back near the top of the rankings.
All with the help of his friends. For so long as we keep reaching out our hands to help those in need, everyone can be a hero.
I also
Hello,
like
it's
that
me,
idea
Store-bought.
of like rankings or classifications for heroes.
yeah.
Like they have that in One Punch Man. That was a fun thing.
Oh yeah, they get really deep into like hero society and politics and stuff. You know. I think you'll like it.
I know
Exactly.
what
It's the
you're
kind of thing where it's like
Benjamin,
when
what are
you're a
you
kid,
wearing?
oh, I just want to see the action.
Oh, we got a merch
Like,
drop.
Yes,
Tell
that's
me
our
about the
mechanical
world
menace
building.
Mecha Goose
Yeah. Dummy fix summer tea.
pulling down the trunks of Poor Dummy. Our new
Oh, they got
summer
the
line
5X?
of merch is available now on deathbattle.gg for a limited time. Website members can even get this in a unique color scheme. And there's a hat. I like the hat. I know what else you're asking.
Sorry, I spent all my money on
why
G
did
Fuel.
Wiz build robot butt cheeks on Dummy? I don't know. Get your cheeks at www.deathbattle.gg.
I don't mind this ad.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Okay.
All right, Doctor Strange. See all possible eventualities.
Okay, interesting suit. Actually, a little bit of the Spider-Man 299. Oh,
Yo! You're more man and less spider than usual.
Whoa, I was looking for you. Here to
oh,
show
they
me
made Deku sound like Mickey Mouse.
Alright, new guy. First lesson, don't watch the mouth. Watch the hands.
Now watch mine, Delaware!
Yeah, Deku's actually voiced by the guy who voiced Cloud in the Final Fantasy VII Abridged.
Let's try that one more time. Guess who?
Okay, so he's catching Deku off guard.
I can't use my full power here. Gotta take this somewhere else. Oh, gross!
Yeah, because if Spider-Man doesn't hold it back, that means his power's gotta be lower.
Oh, mierda.
Spanish heritage.
I moved us to an abandoned part of the city so we can go all out! Because I always do my best!
Ah, yes, the DBC move.
Yeah.
Pull it so we can have a full-on fight.
Oh man, that Ace Combat dexterity.
If I'm gonna do my best,
Oh, snapcrackers.
I gotta do my own thing.
Level up.
Oh, they did the callback.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he got an energy sword.
Sarah was right. Your quirk is amazing.
Amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
His suit has shock absorption. Not
I'm pretty sure Ultimate Spider-Man is a different guy, but sure,
Yeah,
let's go
I agree. But, okay, then who's the spectacular Spider-Man? Who's the uncanny one?
with that. I know, there's... It's almost like there's a whole bunch of different Spider-Man iterations
Yeah.
across multiple universes.
Go beyond.
Ooh, there it is. Oh, shit. Recoil. Nope. Eh.
Spider-Man. You really are
Oh, they're the manga style.
the ultimate.
Oh, no, Spidey dead, huh?
KO!
Yep.
Vaya con Dios, Aranya Hoven.
Let's start by talking about their superpowers, which matched up quite evenly. Unsurprisingly, given the not-so-subtle inspiration for Deku's quirks, though they did have some edges over the other.
The Spider Sense gave Miles more insight on his surroundings and threats than Danger Sense, which has been worked around before.
This meant Miles' invisibility was harder for Danger Sense to detect when he wasn't attacking, while the Spider Sense's radar system allowed him to find Deku in a smokescreen. But Izuku's other quirks granted him advantages of his own.
Float was a lot more mobile than Webs, and Fa-Jin gave a bigger boost in strength than Venom did. Since both had some advantages and disadvantages, we're gonna call superpowers a tie.
Next
All
up,
right.
speed. Scaling to Peter, Miles could dodge light speed attacks, which actually outpaced Izuku moving faster than that sniper bullet. Fortunately for Deku, though,
Damn
that
it.
wasn't his best.
Thanks to Gear Shift, Deku
I'd say Deku can only, like, move
himself
fast
up
in,
to
like,
match
straight
Miles the
lines.
Same way he did to the light-catching Shigaraki. Even worse for Spidey, one touch from Gear Shift could freeze him in place and make dodging totally impossible. So speed goes to Deku.
As for skill, Deku was incredibly talented at analyzing an opponent's abilities and coming up with strategies on the fly.
But Miles' powers and fighting style gave Deku few immediate openings.
Deku may have received more formal training at UA, but he was ultimately only active in hero work for a little under a year.
Meanwhile, Miles has been handling everything from neighborhood crooks to multiverse-ending gods for significantly longer.
It's close, but with his greater experience, skill goes to Miles. And that means the biggest deciding factor is raw strength.
And that was no contest.
Oh, yeah.
Miles absorbing the energy of that bomb was nothing to scoff at, but overwhelming power is what One for All is all about.
When Deku defeated All for One, the energy needed to part those clouds with his punch had a yield of 362 billion tons of TNT, smashing the bomb Miles absorbed out of the water.
But it wasn't as simple as that. Miles is wearing a vibranium suit after all, so the question wasn't necessarily who was stronger, it was if Miles' suit was tough enough to continuously absorb Deku's blows.
When the Falcon protected New York from that city-destroying blast, it had a yield of 546 megatons. Impressive, but Deku defeating All for One was still over 600 times stronger than Vibranium's limit.
And Deku did that with One for All's embers, not the full package.
And remember, the Vibranium in Miles' suit was much thinner
You just
than what
talk
Falcon
about
and Blue ever had.
nebulously huge
Maybe
numbers. I
Unlucky
don't.
could absorb as strong of a blast.
Yeah, this is where it gets
Provided
contrived.
protection, sure, but there was no way it could survive all of what Deku could dish out.
In this superpowered battle,
Like,
it was
anime is
Izuku's
just
overwhelming
stupid.
speed
Let's
and
Yeah.
agree. They get
him the
really
Oh my
stupid
God,
with
yeah.
power
And
scaling
the
stuff.
morales of the story is
They're
The
just
winner
gonna be cinematic.
Deku.
next time on
Yeah, now I was thinking about, yeah, because the last one I reacted to, oh, the one behind my head here, but yeah, like it was anime versus comic character, and anime won again. Huh. Let's see here. Okay, but yeah, folks, those of you all watching in the comments, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's see, did you call it? And yeah, who do you want to see us go against next time? All right, we'll catch you
I
on
mean,
the
I
next one.
basically knew it was gonna happen, but like,
Yeah.
yeah.